formation. Just having a look as we line up. Yeah, it looks pretty much like it's going to be that 4-2-3-1, I think. And but yeah, it goes down to the players as well. They bring the energy, don't they? There's only so much he can do this side of that white line.
Yeah, I spoke to Mike Dodds on Wednesday at the open training session. He was still reeling from that game on Monday and definitely determined to put things right this afternoon. Not just him, by the way, though, Danny. The players were determined to put things right as well as they met thousands of fans here in some pretty miserable weather.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, I've seen it on the clips on Instagram. But as you say, yeah, decent. Albeit though, as a player, well, certainly as a defender, wind's probably the worst condition. You know, when those balls are up there, it's swirling round.
And it's windy today.
Yeah, if you miss time on as a centre back, yeah.
Very windy inside the Stadium of Light today. It is warm though. Seen a lot of short sleeves inside the stands this afternoon, which often do towards the end of the season. Anyway, let's see how these few opening exchanges develop, and there could be an opportunity here. And Anthony Patterson had to be off his line because that was onside.
Yeah, just have a look. Dan Ballard's looking across. It was a ball fizzed forward. It was quite flat, but with pace on it. It went between both Luke O'Nien and Dan Ballard. And as you say, Naki Wells there. He's almost in. Good starting position from Anthony Patterson to deal with it.
See the ball just holding up in the wind as well once he cleared it, Anthony Patterson. Moved forward by Pring. He'll be up and down the left-hand side all afternoon. Matthew James. He wants a foul, not given. Trey Humes beaten on the far side. And Bristol City in a good position here, and it comes off Sunderland defender. I think it's Dan Neal who's back there.
Yeah, it was on that far side. I think it's Mehmeti, isn't it? Goes past Trey Hume. Good footwork down that left-hand side. As I say, we've seen him in the past. He is a bit of a player. I think driving into the box, Trey Hume then he's wrong side. He knows he can't make a challenge, and then it just pops up off
Dan Neal.
Dan Neal's shin behind for the corner.
Scott Twine will take the first corner of the afternoon in the second minute. Towards that near post, it's very busy. Patterson gets a hand to it. It comes out. The shot goes back in. As Tanner it was with the shot from the edge of the area. Someone try and break. Referee says no foul on Chris Rigg. He gets it back though, and plays a good ball inside. Sheesh holds on to it. He's Jack Clark. First start since that injury. Neal, caught under his feet, he's surrounded by black shirts.
Yeah, just have a look at their sheet. I think it's Viner actually who's dropped in the middle of the back three. I think they've stuck with it with Tanner dropping in.
Well, trying to be worked down the line there by Jason Knight, who's cut out though by Sunderland. Tanner looking for movement ahead of him. Goes inside, brings in Naki Wells. Viner goes back to O'Leary. Preferred in goal these days down at Bristol City. He's been at the club since a youth player. He's 27 years old now. Got a few lower league loans over that time. And from Ballard. Sheesh picks it back up. And then runs it out.
Yeah, up against Sykes. Yeah, Sykes was the one that come into the starting lineup for Bristol City this afternoon. Looks like he's out on this right-hand side. Twine just tucked in centrally in behind, Naki Wells.
Nine goes back to Patterson. Looking for Job.
I was saying before the game that Liam Manning likes to try and dominate the ball as well. When his team will come up here and try and get a few passes in and frustrate Sunderland.
Held it late on. I think it's Scott Twine down there, was it?
Yeah, it is. No, it's Sykes, isn't it? 17, yeah, just clips him late, doesn't he? It's early in the game. It's one of those, you see it now, ball into his feet. Not a lot in it, is there? I think Sykes makes the most of it.
He gives another foul against Sunderland. Twine's starting to try and get the tempo up there.
Yeah, do you know what? I think that's his best position, almost the 10 in there. You see him just tucked in behind Wells. I think down at their place he played out on the left. I don't think it's his game. He's not the quickest, but he's good technically in and around the box.
Yeah, we've seen some great performances from against Sunderland, haven't we, by Scott Twine over the last few seasons. He's on loan from Burnley, of course, remember. Here's Jack Clark doing what he does. Puts the ball through the middle. Oh, Sheesh is a bit flat-footed.
Yeah, he's getting himself in the box. It's just a yard behind him. Jack Clark, I think, he's just trying to lend it into him to get it back, and O'Sheesh couldn't sort his feet out.
Here he goes again. O'Sheesh, he's got past his man. O'Sheesh pulls one back into the keeper's arms.
Yeah, first bit was very good, wasn't it? And then the angles against him, tight to the byline. Got to cut it back on the floor maybe, but just clips it into the goalkeeper's arms. But it's better from him. See, shapes like he's going to cross it, then drops the shoulder. Knight it is that dangles the leg.
Jack Clark involved though, wasn't he, early on here on the left-hand side. Just looking at there. And Sunderland's formations, Danny, are they?
Yeah, no, I thought they were a back three. I think they have actually gone to a 4-2-3-1. Looking at it there with Knight in there still alongside James. The ball's
delivered, it's in the wind.
Oh, yeah, just held up, didn't it? Lovely delivery from Trey Hume on that far side. Into the back post area, just drops in between both Jove and Jack Clark. Managed to get it clear there, Bristol City.
It loops over in that wind and it's defended in the end by Viner. The wind's blowing against O'Sheesh here. So it'll hang up when it gets there. It does get there. There's a head. Ballard! Save from the goalkeeper. That was a good save. Back in from Dan Neil. And that'll go out for a goal kick. I think it was Ballard with the header, Danny.
Yeah, I'm sure he put it back into play, but on the far side, I think it's Pring who's picking up. He's facing the wrong way, and then as it comes back in there, Dan Ballard just can't quite get enough power on it to see it back now. So Trey Hume at the far side there. See that? Yeah, it is. It's off Pring's back, actually, and then there's a man on the line who probably deals with it anyway. But the keeper gets across his line and claws it clear.
Sykes was behind him, yeah. Best opportunity so far, though. Goes to Sunderland, keeper slips. Trey Hume picks it up. Ekwal. Rigg trying to play early ball, gets it back, though. Ekwal. Rigg digs out a ball to Hjelder. Hard for Jack Clark to take hold of. Nine had to get there, and Meti was lurking. Those two have got history, remember. Patterson takes a touch. Had to be smart with the second one. Drops over. Trey Hume goes down. Just enough for a foul.
Yeah, you can see the conditions causing problems for the players, can't you? When it's up in the air around head height.
Restarted here, Danny, with Jack Clark on this left-hand side, bringing it forward for Sunderland. Plays the ball across. Might fall for Daniel. Does he fancy one? Chris Rigg goes past his man, goes down. No penalty.
No, I'm not sure. So he knocks it past his man and then goes down a little bit too theatrically there, Chris Rigg. Yeah, I think as the ball drops for Dan Neil, it's spinning and he doesn't fancy taking the shot on, just feeds it out to Chris Rigg. Let's have a look up against Pring. Knocks it past him. No, not a penalty, is it?
There's a little tug in there. It's not enough though, is it? Let's be honest. And there's been some easy penalties given in the last week in the Premier League with VAR as well.
Yeah.
We'll get those ones in the Championship. Sunderland free kick.
Just see these situations here now, Frankie, as well. Even let's see how high their back line is. What's wrong with us now? Just throwing the ball over the top. Yeah, Job there we go. He's pointing in behind.
He's gone for it.
Yeah, it's a bit flat from Luke on the delivery, but just chuck a ball in behind and cause problems.
Well, it's fell for Al-Shish, and he brings Jack Clark into play here, Danny. Ball goes across. Job on the spin. Chris Rigg's free. Can he get shot away? Comes back to Job. Dan Neil charged down. Penalty.
Oh.
No, there's a few shouts for it there.
Yeah,
but
do you know what? Just 3 or 4 players there just wouldn't quite sit for him to get the strike away, and eventually, well, you see his reaction there. O'Shea shaking his head. It drops to him there. It sits up. Let's have a look back now. The first one, Job does well, secures it into Chris Rigg. Shots blocked. Next one, Job knows he can't pull the trigger. Dan Neil does. Another block in, and then O'Shea on his favoured right foot. Yes, it sits up for him. Doesn't get the connection he's after. Almost shins it wide, doesn't he?
My reaction was just how penalty then when it came off Viner, but looking back, it was his arms close into his body. Al-Shish with the opportunity. Rigg battling, gets a free kick. Twine frustrated. Kicking the ball away there from a Bristol City perspective.
Been involved early on, hasn't he, Chris Rigg? Seen a lot of the ball and then almost had a couple of opportunities just inside the right hand side of the box as well.
Did finish in the earlier game, Danny. 1-0 to Norwich City.
Oof.
So that makes things spicy between the two rivals. Norwich trying to get in the playoffs and trying to drag Ipswich down to them as well. Yeah,
they're in there at 6th at the minute, Norwich, aren't they? So good result for them, and say the Tractor boys, disappointing one against your local rivals.
We'll give you all the half-time scores when we get there. You're watching on International Fans Day. We want to hear from you. Where are you watching the game from this afternoon? Get in touch. Hashtag Ask Danny as Luke 09 plays the ball across, which is cut out. Trey Hume gives it to Ekwa, who turns. Job has fouled, is he? Nope. Here comes Twine. Stopped by Dan Ballard. Another big challenge, this time from Dan Neil.
Yeah, it's been better from Sunderland. They started bright, didn't they, first couple of minutes? They have that set play on the far side, Bristol City, but since then Sunderland have had good control on the game.
Coventry City have taken the lead against Leeds United in that game. That's the only other goal in the Championship so far. That'd be a big result for Coventry.
Well, isn't it? Yeah, interesting. Opens the door for Leicester, doesn't it? No. It's almost like the Premier League, isn't it, really, where you've got those 3 sides battling out for taking the title, and then similar at this moment in time. Wouldn't write Southampton off yet, though.
Ball played forward, has Job straight offside. The assistant says no. Holds it up. He did it so well against Cardiff. Ekwa finds a great ball. Al-Shish. Jack Clark now. Clark just backed off him. Ekwa delivers left-footed. Oh, right into the corridor of danger, but no one was there.
Well, there's 3 people there, but nobody can get at the end of it.
Deep one from Hume, which falls into the arms of the keeper.
Yeah, decent, isn't it? Fizzed across the 6-yard box there from Pierre Ekwart. No takers, though. There you go, just see it back from this angle now. O'Shea's rig and Job, isn't it, I think? Yeah, I think O'Shea is the one who's got to try and get something on it there.
Scramble from Sykes allows Sunderland to get the ball back. Here's Chris Rigg. Now Sheesh spreads the ball nicely to Jack Clark, who's got time if he can bring it down. It's a heavy touch, wasn't it? But he recovers. Ball's played into the middle once again. It's asking for it. Corner.
Corner ball, yeah. 1 or 2 back there. I'm not sure if they want a free kick or a goal kick. The goalkeeper's arguing with the referee, but yeah, it's good build-up play, and he does well, Jack. The ball comes across and dealing with it in the wind, as we say, and then a little deflection there, and it drops down again. Just doesn't quite drop for O'Shea. I think, is it Viner that's gone down?
It's Sykes who goes down.
Let's have a look in the box here now. That's Pring actually coming across from the left side there, deals with it.
Referee right amongst it there, keeping a close eye on things. Pring feeling that challenge. Well, it wasn't really a challenge, he was going for the ball, wasn't he?
Yeah, he does well. Gets across in time to deal with it, doesn't he?
Neil floating one in the wind. I think Hume might have kept it in, but it goes straight to the keeper.
Yeah, I think it just gets there, as you say, Trey Hume, he does and keeps it in, but can't quite get enough on it to square it across the 6-yard box. See there from the litter on the pitch early on. Usually you get that second half, don't you, with the half-time refreshments.
There's plenty of sweet packets down there though, these days. Can Ekwart get there? He can. Rigg uses Dan Neil. Hjelde looking for Auchiche. Wild ball forward there from Hjelde.
Yeah, just feed it out to Jack Clark. He's just dropped in there, touchline. You can see what he's looking for, play it into O'Shea, but far too much on it. I think Mike Dodds will be happy with the start we've had, almost coming up to 20 minutes on the clock.
I think Job has been held there, but nothing given. Ekwart. Dan Neil gets the free kick.
Yeah, struggling to get hold of the ball, aren't they, Bristol City?
Yeah, they're getting a bit frustrated by that.
Passes together, yeah, see it there, and it's just as Dan Neil plays it. I think, yes, Naki Wells, a little late clip on him.
So Shishu floats this one in. And Neil trying to keep it alive. Oh, there's a Sunderland player gone down.
Yeah, he's give it. Yeah, I think it's James that just tries to come over the top of him, gets his timing wrong on his jump.
It's class as Dan Ballard. It's quite central.
Yeah, I see now, just pops up off Dan Neil, and then there, yeah, see, he comes over the top of him. Yeah. It is a free kick. Good decision from the referee. It's one of them, isn't it? It's what's inside the D, as you say there. It's almost too close in to go up and down.
Yeah.
So I think from Bristol City's point of view, they need a strong wall. There's 3 or 4 candidates for Sunderland stood over the ball there. Pierre Ekwah, Jack Clarke, Luke O'Nine's having a word.
What would you do? Let Clarkey have a pop for me?
I don't know. Well, Pierre's got a couple of free kicks this season, hasn't he? I think Southampton did
It would need a bit of finesse, though, to get up and over, wouldn't it?
Saying, yeah, it's almost got to go round it or through the wall, you know, if they don't stick together.
Pierre's whacked one through the wall earlier this season.
Nahki Wells in there, just having a little breather on the floor.
The draft excluder. He's drafty out there. Watch
I think they're just going to shift it into Jack Clarke, yeah.
Didn't work, Danny.
No, it's always going to be a difficult one. You know, do you go first time and try and fizz it through the wall, or you see what he's looking for, Pierre Ekwah? Just shifts it to Jack Clarke and hoping that the wall breaks and he can find a gap, but couldn't manage so.
Here's O'Leary. Fires it downfield into the wind. For Sykes, Yelder gets there with his head. Scott Twine competing. O'Sheesh comes out with it. And then loses possession. Still asking for it again as Sykes brings it away. He's asking for help. He hasn't got any.
Yeah. Do you know what? He's actually done well there. He takes it off O'Sheesh, and I'm not sure why he doesn't back himself to knock it down the line. He's squared Yelder up 1v1 and didn't fancy it, and in the end he just runs out of play.
Yelder backs off and Twine takes advantage, pops it over the top, looking for Nahki Wells. O'Nine has come across, gets there. Danger still around as Sykes plays it inside. Knight. Close passes there from Bristol City, almost putting themselves into position of opportunity. Look like a shove on Jack Clarke, but the referee plays on. Dan Neil working it out with Trey Hume. Hume looking for Job. Ball comes back.
Good touch.
Ekwah. That was nice from Ekwah as well.
Yeah, good bit of zip in the game there. Good play from Bristol City, wasn't it, down this right-hand side as they played it into the box. Nahki Wells almost getting in. I think it's Dan Ballard who just does enough and gets a toe on it. Stop the through ball.
Cut out by Pring. Roberts goes back to his keeper. Viner under pressure.
Oh.
Comes to Dan Neil, plays in Job. Job inside to Jack Clarke.
Yeah, get away run there, don't they, Bristol City? Viner loose with his pass.
He goes straight up the other end here. Mehmeti. Head down, challenge comes in, goal kick.
Yeah, good from Trey Hume again. Mehmeti goes past him initially, doesn't he? But he doesn't give it up, Trey Hume. Mehmeti wants the corner. But both Trey Hume and the referee, well, they think that Trey's played it against him. There's that one there, that loose pass there. Dan Neil into Job, just sets it for Jack. Comfortable for the goalkeeper, isn't it? Parries it away.
Hume keeps it in on that far side as you come back to us. Mike Dodd's looking on. Rigg rides a challenge. Hayden Roberts brings it out. Mehmeti. It's much better fun, Sunderland, than it was on Monday.
Yeah, good energy. I see Chris Rigg there getting a round of applause from the crowd. He's around 30-40 yards, hasn't he? Put pressure on them.
Ekwa strong in the middle. Gets a round of applause, plays it forward. Job goes down. Referee doesn't want to know. Is it too much on that one? Yep. Sunderland will start again from the throw-in.
Yeah, Pierre Ekwa started the game well, hasn't he? As I say, disappointing last week in the middle of the park. Been good control in there.
Hasn't got much to hit here.
Need some more movement, yeah, static off throw-ins.
Dan Neil. Is it too much on that for Trey Hume? He gets there. This wind's so unpredictable.
Yeah, do you know what it is? Yeah, played in here many a time, and as you say, it's a swirly wind. It's not as if it's from one end to the other. I think obviously because that's the bowl to the ground. You know, you obviously playing at Stoke back in the day there.
Yeah.
The Britannia opening the corners and the wind would be one way or the other. But in here, it's hard to read.
Yeah, shut the windows. Yelder looking for Aushish. Can't hold off Viner, who comes through and takes the ball off him. Mehmeti picks it up. Trey Hume gets back on side. And then Ekwa with another brilliant challenge. Brings it away. Dan Neil. Aushish.
Oh.
It's got away from him.
Yeah, he's having a mixed bag again, Aushish, isn't he? See the one there, Viner takes it off him far too easy. He's too busy interested in what he's doing instead of securing the ball, and then we get an opportunity as well to break, and I think just the pass it's in between, isn't it? Both Dan Neil and Jack Clark.
Crowd doing their bit to keep the Sunderland team going. Ballard has a moment to think about his next move, plays it inside to Luke O'Nien. Trey Hume. Ball's out there from Aushish. Neil wins it back. Can Aushish keep it in? He can, but he's inadvertently almost given it away, and then tries to play in Job, and it's just behind him. It's a frustrating moment there for Aushish.
Well, he's had a few, hasn't he, in the space of, what, 20 seconds or so, where he gives it away, then the ball pops up back at his feet. See what he's looking for there, just to try and roll it into Joe, but, you know, he had Chris Rigg as well. On that far side, he could have played in.
Awful ball forward, looking for Sykes. Sykes does get there, and Hiel did have his hands on his back.
Yeah, well, his argument, I think he's just got to deal with the first one, the ball when it's in the air, you know, size advantage there, head it. He doesn't, and then it drops down, and Sykes just gets body in, and then, well, hands are on his back. Listen, as a forward there, you know, what are they waiting for? A little bit of contact, the linesman's right below him as well.
Sykes trying to do the job for the referee there. I think he's telling them now. Still going on, Sykes. Not happy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Is he after a yellow card?
I think he is.
Sure.
Because Hielder didn't move away from the ball.
Yeah, when he tried to play at him, yeah.
I think the referee actually blew his whistle to say wait. Scott Twine will take this free kick if the ball stays still in the wind.
Yeah, I was going to say, in general play, we haven't seen anything of him, have we? Half an hour or so on the clock, and this is what he's usually pretty decent at: set plays, free kicks, corners.
This will hold up in the wind. You can see it, tornado crisp package behind the Sunderland defensive line. It's Job with the header. Sunderland step out. Jack Clark chases it. Forward from Dan Neil over the top of Rigg. Then gets on the end of it, finds Job, who stumbles. I think he's clipped there as he tries to go for the ball. Ekwa. Trey Hume. Someone getting numbers forward now.
That's what we've done better as well so far this afternoon, is it, picking up those loose balls when it's a bit scrappy in the middle of the park. We're coming out on top.
Yeah, much better, especially from the likes of Pierre Ekwa in there. Dan Neil. Hume makes up for his mistake, gets it back, gets a return as well. Gets a shot away left-footed. Oh, the power's really gone, really.
Just stuttering his way in, wasn't he? He tries a through ball at first and he gets it back. And then another little give and go. And he just doesn't set himself, and it's obviously on his weaker left foot as well. See there now, he gets that one back off Pring, it is. And then it's not great from Job either, to be honest. He lifts it, just leave it for him on the floor, yeah.
Bounces a bit, yeah.
Just set it for him and he can come on to that first time.
Hilda stops the ball. It goes out for a Bristol City throw-in on this near right-hand side. Tanner goes back to Jason Knight. Matty James plays it forward. Naki Wells gets a shot away straight off Dan Ballard.
Yeah, see, that's what Wells is all about, isn't it? As it goes into Matty James there, he's on his way, just pulling off Dan Ballard, but the big man's across to deal with it.
Job again with the glancing header.
Does well, doesn't he, when he comes back helping out for set pieces. Just gets a touch on it.
Uses his height well. Liam Manning looking on. Been in charge since the 7th of November. I'm going to try and get them to finish higher than 14th. That's where they finished last season. And of course, Nigel Pearson. Jack Clark picks up a sloppy pass. There's only Job ahead of him. He's watching his line. Clark carries, and then plays a great ball inside to Job. Job stumbles. Chris Riggs on the outside. Job goes himself, comes out. Jack Clark.
The save.
Kept alive by Aushish. Riggs arriving, but couldn't get there.
Yeah, it's a good ball from Jack Clark. Just feeds it in behind, doesn't he? Into Job's path again.
It was really good as Job to try and watch the line, wasn't it?
That as well. And I think he looks up. He could have played Chris Rigg in. You see it now. He has a look to his right-hand side. There's he stumbles, and then it looks like the defender carries on as if he's going to play it out to him. He could have rolled Chris Rigg in, and then it comes back to Jack Clark. And he fires it at the goalkeeper. Yeah, it's not a clean strike, that one, is it? And then let's have a look at Jack on the follow-up. Decent strike with his left foot, but again, straight at the goalkeeper.
The ball's just moving for the goalkeeper there. A few Sunderland fans suggesting he's time wasting. He's not on this occasion. Just keep an eye on that. gone over quite fast this opening 35, hasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And to be fair, Sunderland been better side, should be in front.
Some good opportunities. Certainly asking questions of the Bristol City defence and goalkeeper, which is refreshing after Monday. So breezy inside the Stadium of Light. Even up here on the gantry, we can feel the breeze. Oh, they might drop for Dan Neely on his left foot. Again, it's another good save. Hits the crossbar. Job, can he bring it down?
Oh, well, a couple of saves. Well, save from the goalkeeper then, as you said, off the crossbar. It just doesn't quite drop for Job on that far side.
Sunderland have come as close as they can.
As I said there, we should be in front. We should be a couple of goals up, to be fair. We've had several good opportunities this afternoon. Keeper making 3 or 4 good saves. That's a lovely little ball from Jack Clark.
Dan Neil it is with the first one.
In behind to Dan Neil. Save with his right boot, the goalkeeper, and it's Jack Clark on the follow-up, isn't it, with the header.
I think it's out. Is it Aushish arriving with the header?
Oh, is it Aushish? Let's have a look. It is, yeah, you're right. And there, good save again from the goalkeeper. I think he gets tips on it onto the crossbar.
Job just couldn't muscle it in. We've had the chances, Danny.
They have indeed, yep. Frustration on the face of Mike Dodds there, and then, well, I think Liam Manning will be delighted with the scoreline.
Downfield from Clark. Job's been held there. Definitely by Viner. Tanner takes it down, now Sheesh takes it off him. Waits to bring in Trey Hume. Sunderland getting numbers forward. Oh, Sheesh through the middle. Trying to put it past his man with the first touch. Wins a throw-in on the far side. This is decent from Sunderland. Hume. Job. Backs it to Chris Rigg. Rigg, oh, puts it past his man. And it's cleared by Roberts.
Yeah, been bright. I think in general, just good energy about the lads today. Something we mentioned before the game. It was nowhere near, was it, last Monday against Blackburn? Far too flat. There's that one again there. It slips, and yes, he could have rolled Chris Rigg in.
Oh, 9 almost giving the ball away there. Ballard gets across. So we're still watching a replay here, but players continuing on the pitch. It's been pretty non-stop, hasn't it, this first half? Won't be much added on. Yells is going to have to watch this. Sykeson's arriving.
Yeah, just not going Bristol City. As I say, they've had that passage before with 5-6 passes where they almost got in, didn't they? But other than that, it's not quite happened for them so far this afternoon. Just looking at Sunderland in possession, almost the back 3 at times, isn't it? Hjelde barely ventured over the halfway line. It's Trey Hume on the right-hand side. Chris Rigg comes narrow. That gives Trey the licence to bomb forward down that right-hand side. Here he goes again.
Rigg. Jack Clark. Job. Clark stayed with him. Clark inside. Ekwa.
Oh,
That wasn't too far away, you know.
no, it wasn't. Yeah, I see how she's having a look at him to say, why didn't you square it for me? But to be fair, was he several yards out? Tight angle, but he puts his foot through it, and you know, if that's on target, I think it flies past the goalkeeper.
Something just so much more of an offensive threat, aren't they, with Jack Clark in the side.
Bodies into the box as well.
It's almost as if his presence offensively has lifted the players.
Yeah, probably, yeah, because they've looked round and he's been the go-to man all season, hasn't he? You know, that outlet, giving the ball, 20 yards in our half, and he gets us 40, 50 yards up the pitch, and that's what we've missed, really.
I thought it was a handball in there, but it wasn't given. And Trey Hume was fighting the sun there as he tried to take it out the sky. And Sykes could be in here for Bristol City. Ballard stands strong.
Yeah, he just tried to pass it into that far post area. See Naki Wells at the far post, and to say Sunderland deal with it. Difficult one for Trey Hume. You mentioned it, didn't you? Coming out the sky, you could see him. I think he's blinded by the sun as it's dropping.
You'll have had to deal with that a few times on the pitch, Danny. I imagine it gets quite blinding on the far side.
Yeah, it's not as bad on this side as you see in the shade, but yeah, on that far side it was a nightmare at times.
Scott Twine will take the third corner for Bristol City. It goes in near post. Parson had to get something on that because he tried to catch the keeper off guard there. Lashed out by O'Nien. Headed back in. Ekwa wins it well. Needs support. So gonna get it back. Chris Rigg. Spreads the play to Hjelder. Clark. Aushish is gone. Aushish has turned. Couldn't stay on his feet. Job works into Rigg. Strange one.
Yeah, his ball's coming across the pitch there, is it? As it goes into Aushish, he's played a couple of those nice little balls in, Jack Clark, and they read it, and then it comes out to Chris Rigg.
You can see why there.
Clips him on there, on that one there, but
Sunderland fans felt like Rigg was getting pulled down.
Yeah, we could have seen it from up here. We could have carried on and say Trey Hume again. He's flying down the right-hand side, Akers in front of him. We come back into the traffic.
Hjelder. Job trying to hold it up. Strong challenge again from Viner. Dan Neil has to think fast. Roberts. Aushish tries to flick it forward, didn't put enough on it, and Tanner takes it off him. Naki Wells brings it back. Scott Twine. Tanner. Tanner with the cross. Ballard with the header. Bristol City just enjoying a bit of a spell here. Cross from Mehmeti. Now by O'Nien. Jack Clark gets something on it. Can Job get there? He can't. Sheesh working hard to get it back. Tanner goes down the line. Viner gets it back. Hjelder, Aushish. Sunderland take it back. Aushish stumbles.
Yeah, not helping each other out. It wasn't a great ball from Ekor in the first place. Instead of just playing it on the floor, he plays it up at him, doesn't he, around waist height. Yeah, just see Luke O'Nien there getting at them. One or two of them. Come on, tidy it up a bit. Chance on the counter-attack right on the break.
Sunderland wouldn't deserve to go a goal down this late in the first half. They've been by far the better side, haven't they, Danny?
Well, they have, yeah, but it's one of those, isn't it? You don't always get what you deserve in football if you don't take your opportunities, but you can just, as you mentioned it there, they're having a little bit of a spell now, getting a few passes in, albeit they haven't really created a good opportunity. Bristol City so far.
Working
they're
right
in now, though.
They are in here. Hjelder gets something on it. Comes back again. Wells crosses.
Double save.
Off the line from Luke O'Nien.
Yeah, warning
twice,
sign. Yeah, we
in.
stopped there. We switched off. I think Wells gets to the byline. We give up on him. I think Kjelder can get back in and do a little bit more. As you say there, 0-0. You see it back now. Ball down the channel. Look, gives up on it there. He's looking across.
1 minute added on at the end of this first half as you watch that replay back.
I think Twine thinks he scored, isn't it?
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Luke O'Nine's back there to help out. As I say, it's probably Bristol City now who don't really want half-time. They've had a good 5 minutes. I just mentioned they hadn't had an opportunity. Well, they have now.
Well, Trey Hume has to get there.
Corner ball.
Mehmeti was asking questions, but it's half-time.
Yeah. No, I think, yeah, generally much better performance than what we've seen last week for, 40 minutes or so there in that first half. Good opportunities, you know, we've had several, hit the woodwork, keeper's made 3 or 4 good saves there, hasn't he? And that'll be the disappointment for Mike Dodds. He'll be pleased going in at half-time with the energy levels and control in the middle of the park as well. But the big disappointment will be that the scoreline's still at 0-0. So back in there at half-time, carry on from, well, say where we've left off, albeit they've had the best opportunity there for themselves right on half-time, haven't they, with that save from Anthony Patterson. Having a look back at it now, are we? On the monitor, yeah, and then Luke O'Nine there to help out on the line. But yeah, back out second half on the front foot and, you know, more opportunities. Can we beat the goalkeeper?
OK, Danny, half-time here at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland 0, Bristol City 0. Asking too many questions of that defence, and he needed to shore it up as well. Danny Collins is alongside me. Danny, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He was quite bright earlier on, Mehmeti. He's seen a bit of the ball. Good little battle with Trey Hume. Whether he's picked up or not, not sure. But as you say, yeah, tactical change possibly with the defender coming on. See Twine's come out to this left-hand side, the number 7, this moment in time. He's gone over to that far side. The 2, as you said there, coming on. Same back line.
Tanner and Jobs getting a little talking to off Lee Doughty. Confirmation of that sub on your screen.
Yeah, and I think it's just like Sykes has pushed in one into the middle, just in behind Wells, and so there Scott Twine's come over to this left-hand side for them.
Ball's up in the air. Oh, falls just behind Chris Rigg, who tries to take possession for Sunderland. Cleared downfield by O'Leary. Go all the way through. O'Nine and Patterson couldn't decide what to do with it. O'Nine picks it up. Smashes it back downfield. People still making their way back to their seats from their half-time refreshments. Someone fed Danny a pie at half-time as well. He was very happy to receive that.
Decent little steak pie as well, got to be honest. Nice gesture.
Nothing for the veggies. Chris Rigg tries to find Trey Hume. It's back downfield. Patterson should get there. Kjelder. Oh, Jack Clark goes down.
Yeah, do you know what? I think it's one of those accidental ones, a little clip on his ankles. You're not happy, Jack Clark, having a word with the referee. He tries to make a little dart run in behind. See it here now. Yeah, just a little clip of his ankles there. Crawley off the bench.
Comes to Twine. Brings in Pring. Deflection. Patterson had to get there. Clark. Still going. Brings in Chris Rigg. It's extremely blustery inside the Stadium of Light this afternoon, but the sunshine is out on Weir side. On International Fans Day. Ball's free in the middle. Ekwa was pulled back. Sunderland play on. That's over the top of Jack Clark.
Just looking at Trey Hume, he thinks it's a decent ball. He stood there looking at Jack Clark with his arms open wide, saying, well, what's happening? But yeah, I think Jack's just picked up the flight of it and thought it was too far ahead of him to get to it.
Some good opportunities for Sunderland in the opening 45. Mike Dodds will be hoping to convert one of them in the second.
He's had a few of those, Joe, hasn't he? Trying to pin Viner. Doesn't get the decision.
Comes out to Pring here on the left-hand side. Heavy control, lets Chris Rigg in. Rigg looking for Job. Knight has to get there.
Yeah, does well, Knight there. Just matches the run of Job. He's looking at his goalkeeper to come and claim it, but goalkeeper stays at home. Scruffy start to the second half. I see both sides giving the ball away. Conditions, I think, playing the part as well.
Pulled out the sky by Job. Then to Dan Neil. It brings in Leo Hjelde. Sunderland can get back to their tempo in the first half. They'll create opportunities again. But at the moment, they're doing some defending. Matty James finds Pring. Roberts is with him. Dan Neil. O'Sheesh.
Yeah, again, both sides can't stick the ball, can they, for 5, 6, 7 passes, keep giving it away to each other. There's another one.
Ekwa, chance to look around, bit of time and space. Pulls out a pass looking for Jack Clark. Clark drags it down. Clark running at McCory. Dan Neil on the edge, shoots!
Yeah, see what he's looking for, just try and set it in that far corner. Dan Neil, keeper's never troubled though. Seen a decent one earlier on from a similar area. Kevin De Bruyne, not sure if you've seen it yet, against Palace. Lovely finish.
Cameron Pring. Matty James. Sykes. McCory. Stopped by Ballard's head. O'Sheesh. Thinks about his next move. The ball just held up in the wind there as Ballard waited for it. It's causing all sorts of problems out there, the wind.
Well, it is, it's not just in the air, is it? You can see even when it's moving across the pitch, it slows down and then the next one kicks on and gets away from players.
Job chasing it as Viner puts it past him. Out from O'Leary.
Yeah, Trey Hume feels he's fouled there. He wins the header and he just feels that Pring's bumped him. Slow burn in the second half, isn't it, so far?
So far.
Shadow boxing.
Just to update you on the International Fans Day crossbar challenge, none of them hit the crossbar. Although Canada came closest. Coventry have got another goal against Leeds United in their game. Bring you all the full-time scores here on SFC Live in the post-game programme. We want to hear from you on International Fans Day. Where are you watching the game? Use your hashtag #AskDanny. Tell us where you're watching the game from this afternoon. Pennsylvania, Perth, or Penshire.
Yeah, just hear the frustration below us there. See that one? Pierre Eclair miscuing one out of play.
It's kept in by Trey Hume. Can Chris Rigg get on the end of it? He's offside.
Just the linesman there. You can see he's offside. Pring's asking for it, and it's 3, 4, 5 seconds. Just put your flag up straight away. You know, Chris Rigg's obviously going to go for the ball up against Roberts. Not sure why he's delaying there, the linesman. Still call them linesman, assistant referee. Assistant.
Oh, free kick against Ballard. He's frustrated there. He feels he jumped fairly against Sykes. The assistant on the far side didn't flag. Well, referee did.
Yeah, I think sometimes sometimes they don't put the flag up. But it used to annoy me this as well, and they'll say to you, "Well, I've told him on the headset."
Ah, right,
yeah, but
okay.
let me know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think it is. I think it goes up and it's a little nudge in Sykes' back. Dan Ballard having a few words with the linesman. I'm sticking with linesman.
Stick to what you know, Dan.
Yeah.
Bradley Dax is doing a bit of a warm-up beneath us here in the West Stand. Bristol City send out a couple of subs themselves. Floated in here, it's a deep one, kept alive by Roberts. Shot comes in from Matty James, and it's saved by Anthony Patterson.
Yeah, it made its way through the bodies, didn't it? Then it drops into the arms of Anthony Patterson. Say. See it back now, yeah. Roberts, isn't it? Heads it back across. And then Matty James doesn't get a clean connection on it.
You thinking about Sunderland's next move,
just having a look. You mentioned there, obviously, Bradley Abdullah Barr not involved today. I'm not sure whether he's picked up an injury. He's not on the bench, but you got obviously Patrick Roberts back in last week. Obviously, whether he's still short on fitness didn't happen for Patrick, did it last week against Blackburn? Struggled.
Oshish goes down and gets a free kick.
Oh. It's an awkward one there. You can see Pierre Eckhart, he wants to take it quick, but he has about 4 or 5 goes at trying to pick the ball up. And then obviously he's moved it forward 4 or 5 yards. The referee a little bit picky maybe, but don't mind that from Pierre, trying to get the game going, a little bit of urgency in it. It's, say, second half, it looks like 12th against 13th, doesn't it?
Yeah. Jack Clark. 09. Chris Rigg. Pressurised hard by Cameron Pring. Ballard comes through, hits Ekwap. Ekwap. It's going to be a change. Bradley Dack's going to come on for Sunderland here, Danny. But for whom?
Adil O'Sheesh, isn't it?
O'Sheesh, yeah. A couple of times it hasn't clicked for Adil O'Sheesh.
Yeah, it's not one of those games, and it's very similar to Abdullah, the fact that he always seems to be involved in the game. You know, he's busy, bright, trying to get around the pitch, and I think you just look at his face there, and I think he knows it's been a frustrating afternoon for him. So he's had a couple of moments in the first half, then a couple of loose passes, and well, my dog just short of the hour mark, introducing like for like, isn't it really? Bradley Dack will just drop in there behind Job.
Interesting part of his journey here for Bradley Dack. Back from injury, he'll want to try and impress in these few games. Who knows what lies next for him in his career.
Yeah, frustrating times to say. Hull, wasn't it, where he picked up his injury, out for a while. Getting off the bench a couple of times now. A couple of run-outs for the under-21s.
Rigg pressurising, Pring. Twine, nice from him, goes inside. Naki Wells takes it away. He's got options on the right-hand side as well. It's McCrory up from the back. Sunderland have got numbers back though. Matty James can't find a ball forward. Pring. James. Twine. It's up in the air, it's not cleared. Shot comes in. Goal kick in the end. It's a bit of a scrappy one in.
Yeah, they worked it well initially from left back, didn't they? Bristol City up the pitch, and then sort of the momentum went out the attack. They had to come back there, and it was a little bit scrappy after that. And you see again Sykes shaking his head, a little bit of a swinger on the left foot, well wide of Anthony Patterson's goal.
Game's just gone a bit flat as we
very
approach.
Flat, yeah. I just thought towards the end of the first half it was getting a little bit lively. I say they were coming into the game, weren't they? And then it's just not got going. You know, 15 minutes after the break now.
9 looking for Job. It's Trey Hume who's up there helping out. Plays just behind Dack. And Viner's able to step in and take possession for Bristol City. Suddenly get it back, and here's Jack Clark. Clark running at Viner. Puts it across, looking for Job. I think he might get it back here as well, though. Clark shoots himself. Will it break for Dack? Not this time. He's Twine. Wells. Free kick to Bristol City. The referee goes to his pocket, does he?
Yeah, it's Trey Hume in the book.
It's a Trey who picks it up.
Yep. Yeah, promising again, wasn't it? Bodies back there, Bristol City. We didn't make the most of it. You see there, yeah, foul on Naki Wells.
First
stops the counter-attack, Trey Hume.
First booking of the game, Danny. To Trey Hume. Just like a yellow. Takes a deflection, so Sunderland take it back. Hjelde.
Yeah, Dan Neil's made a good run there out the middle. He's asking for the ball off Hjelde down the channel, and he turned it down.
Forward from Patterson. Job holds it up nicely, gets it back of Dack. Job's got support in Trey Hume. Ekwap. Hjelde. Here's Clark. Going inside. Drills it in. Comes back out.
Just Stay down there, Jack Clark. Not sure if he got caught in the face as he played the pass.
Riggy's offside, but someone have a player down. Jack Clark's down at the moment. Let's hope he's all right. Any movement down on the benches as we wait to see if Jack Clark's all right?
And both sides got substitutions out warming up. See Bristol City make the one at half-time, and they Mehmeti.
Some of fans relieved to see Jack Clark back on his feet. Mikes, the two mics in deep conversation.
Well, somebody's getting called back in.
Pat Roberts is getting called in. I think that is
Adji as well, yeah.
Ekwar with a big header. Ballard with one. Held is beaten on the far side. He gets back on the pitch. Can't get near the ball at the moment. Sunderland throw.
Yeah. That's frustrating game to watch, isn't it? Say both sides just can't get going. Sloppy on the ball.
Bristol City are going to make at least a double change, I think, in a moment. See Joe Williams getting stripped. He's Bradley Dack. Can't find Job. Gets it back though. Trying to work it to Jack Clark. It didn't come off at all. Game's losing a bit of steam here.
Crying out for some quality, as I say. Well, a couple of substitutions for both sides down below us.
Tommy Conway is also looking like he's going to come on. He scored a penalty in the 1-0 defeat earlier this season down at Ashton Gate.
Yeah, just looked at Naki Wells there when his number went up, looked down at the ground, not happy. Again, he had one half chance in the first half, didn't he, when Dan Ballard got across on the block. But other than that, been a frustrating afternoon for him back in the starting 11. That's the other man, Mark Sykes, who made his way into the starting lineup this afternoon. He's making way as well. For Williams.
Here's the Sunderland changes. Welcome return for Adji Elise. And Riggy's coming off for Patrick Roberts.
Yeah, two straight swaps then, isn't it, for Sunderland? Mike Dodd's having a few words with Chris Rigg. Yeah, I thought he was quite busy and bright in the first half, but like most of the players, hasn't really had an impact in the second half. But it's just been a scruffy game so far.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has in the second half, have they, Danny?
No, not at all yet. And then Kjell's got the big long walk around the pitch, hasn't he, from that far side?
Right, what will happen in the game now? Let's hope we get some more of that tempo from the first half back. Pump forward, looking for Twine. Well, Nine's got to be alive to this. Too much on it.
Just see it again there, the wind, can't you? Look like it dropped a nice ball over the top, the goalkeeper. But wind just takes it out of play.
Neil trying to move things faster in the middle. Just comes off for Sunderland play, goes out for Bristol City through on the far side. Corey. Can't get past Elise. Big challenge from Elise. Play continues. Another big challenge as well. Referee finally gives Sunderland the free kick.
Yeah, good from Angie Elise, straight into the action there. Been out for a while, as I said, I think it was in Newcastle, was his last appearance, wasn't it? I know he's played a bit again for the 21s, but crunching challenge, straight off the bench.
Signed that new deal, of course, as well, Angie Elise. Roberts looking for Job. Cut out. Big challenge from Dan Neil. There's going to be another one in the middle now. Coming together. Bristol City come away with the ball. The wind howling around the Stadium of Light once again. Roberts goes back to his goalkeeper. Viner. It's back to his keeper. We commented on the crisp packets before, but in that flurry there, it's hard to pick out the ball. Confusing for Max O'Leary. Clark. Dan Neil. It's tight over on that far side. Looked like a shove on Roberts, nothing was given. Roberts gets there, then it's pulled back, pulled down again.
Yeah, I think he's going to go back and book Roberts. I think it was the first one, wasn't it? Pring fouls him eventually, but yeah, Roberts pulled him back. See it back there, tries to get his body across him, and then there, look, pulls him back. Referee allows play to go on, and then Pring's clipped him as well.
Linesman's flagging. Trey Hume. Luke O'Nien. Elise heads it on. Nicely done by Jack Clark. Oh, nicely done by Jack Clark again. He's just slips, but he recovers. The ball does find its way through to Roberts. Roberts plays in Dak, and Dak had a shot on. Corner ball.
Yeah, Patrick Roberts there was just trying to hold his line. He was waiting for Jack Clark to try and slip him in. And it eventually fell to him then, and I say badly Dak runs in behind as well, a little slip ball in behind for him. You see now from Patrick Roberts, angles always against him, and it's Viner, isn't it? A cross on the cover as well.
Corner's been taken. Back in from Dan Neil, holds up in the wind, too much. Just takes it out. Roberts gets it back of Dan Neil. Cross doesn't get through. Comes back out to Trey Hume. Hume scoops it in.
Goal.
Oh, it's a possible opportunity! How did that stay out? From Bradley Dack.
Yeah, finds himself free at the far post, doesn't he? See now, Trey Hume waiting for support, just clips the ball, and I think Dan Neil just helps it on, and he's free.
The keeper gets a touch on it on the way back down.
Yeah. I think it's Tanner's 2v1. He's not sure where to go with. He's got Job in front of him and Bradley Dack's free behind him.
Sunderland hit the woodwork again.
Oh, keeper's not sure where it's gone there either. Looks like it's going to be one of those days, doesn't it? Woodwork a couple of times now.
Yeah, it's got to give them encouragement, though, especially in the second half where chances have been few and far between. Big forward down the line goes out.
Tell you what, as daft as it sounds, something we need to work on is throw-ins. Like, lack of movement off throw-ins is unbelievable. You know, first half, Yelder down below us, it was static, no movement for him in that one there as well. As you said, he actually throws it down the line, and it's bounced 2 or 3 times before it goes out of play, and nobody's getting after it.
Bristol City attack. Pring gets there. Charging forward with it now. Thinks about a shot, releases it to Jason Knight. Twine. Can't get past Ekwa. Ekwa looking for Job. Oh, Roberts goes down after the challenge from Roberts.
Yeah, I'm just thinking there as Pierre Ekwa, he's done well initially, and then Job's there, they're right up on the halfway line there. Just put it in a foot race for Job in behind. Tries to play it into his feet, and Viner steps in front.
Williams. Tanner. McCory. Williams chased by Dack. Goes inside. Matty James now. McCory's ball forward. Bit of confusion between 09 and Ballard, but 09 comes across, then clears it. Can Clark get there? He can. Steals it for Sunderland. Robertson's working hard on the right-hand side. Clark, what will he do? Job, has he stayed onside? It's just behind him. He can't get a shot away. He can now.
Oh. Yeah, do you know what? I think he's looking like he's going to roll Patrick Robertson. He actually reverses it really well for Job, and I'm thinking, can he hit it first time? Let's have a look back at it now. See there, all the bodies get attracted to Jack Lott there. Bang, first time, lets it run across his body. Doesn't fancy it on his left foot. And then the angle's against him. Decent strike, but another good save from the goalkeeper. But I think they'll step onto it and strike it first time.
Corner comes in, keeper doesn't get there, keeper's gone down. And now there's a run on. Ekwa and Pring. Hume comes across. Makes no mistake. There's going to be another change in a second. Harry Cornick, the number 9, will be coming on for Bristol City. Let's look at this.
There's that corner back. Yeah, keeper gets a gentle left hand on it, doesn't he? In swinger, bodies around him, just nudges it away.
I don't think the ball went in play there.
Yeah, the linesman's give it to Sunderland.
Scott Twine coming off.
Yeah, it's not really had the impact they've been looking for, has he? Scott Twine, like most, again, struggled to have an impact on it.
Fourth change there for Bristol City. Sunderland have made 3. Out from O'Leary, stopped by Ekwa, couldn't take control of it. So Bristol City will come again. Release it. keeps it in as well. Then looks for Job. Job turns his man. He's just caught under his feet a little bit at the moment. Does find Jack Clark. Clark rides a challenge, gives it to Ekwa. Hume pulls off his man and gets the ball. Dan Neil.
There's no width coming across this right-hand side. Trey Hume receives it. There's nobody out on this right-hand side. Patrick Roberts has gone narrow, just playing through the middle third of the pitch. And that'll suit Bristol City.
Tanner. James.
James gone down there. He was actually caught by his own man, Williams, I think.
Yeah, he was. And they got the ball in the middle. O'Leary. The clearance downfield. Ballard will have to watch this. Hume takes control. Under pressure. Loses out.
Trouble.
Knight. Pring. Stands one up. Thankfully over the top.
Just got away from him there. You see a couple of players getting back at him, Eklar and Trey Hume. They can't stand it up to that far post area. Don't make the most of it there. See, touch there, too heavy, gets away from him. He's gone down with a bit of cramp, I think, has he?
Well, he was off the pitch a minute ago. Cramp. Luke Nine's helping out.
Seen that one back from early on in the first half, wasn't it? Dan Ballard's header, a couple of opportunities for Sunderland. Another one for Job here. Works the goalkeeper, bottom corner. Jack Clark on the follow-up. But yeah, so far Sunderland frustrating for them. Struggled to break them down and beat that man there.
Don't forget to tell us where you're watching in from around the world this afternoon. We'd love to hear from you. Use the hashtag AskDanny on International Fans Day. Where are you? Into the final 10 minutes here inside the Stadium of Light. 0-0 between Sunderland and Bristol City. Broadcasting around the world in SAFC Live. Cleared by Viner. Cornick.
To be fair, I give credit to Viner. I think he's done well this afternoon. In the middle of that Bristol City defence up against Job. He's matched him yard for yard, and he's been tight throughout the afternoon, getting in good positions early.
Can Sunderland create some more opportunities? They've created plenty this afternoon. It's not enough. Not that one to beat the goalkeeper. Clark gets back to it. Drives one in. Comes back out. Neil. Clark. Almost to Dak. Ekwa keeps it alive. Dak. Clark. Ekwa. Got Bristol City penned in here.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, got back into their box, but it's that congested, isn't it? Looking for the opening to get the strike away.
Roberts. Beats his man. Job. Gives him it back. Cross from Job. It's not cleared well by Bristol City, and Sunderland will try and start again in a moment.
Yeah, attack v defence now, isn't it? As we're into the last 10 minutes. Sunderland looking for that one good opportunity. We're at the goalkeeper again.
Roberts beats Pring. Elise. Ballard has to get there. He's Ekwa.
Compact again, look, no width. How narrow we are. I'm just playing into the bodies. You can hear the crowd below as they're saying it. Nobody's out wide. Play away from the pressure. We're going back into it.
Williams. Ekwa finds Jack Clark. So does Dan Neil. Did Dan Neil run out? Oh yeah, the ball's gone out. On the far side. 40,298 inside the Stadium of Light this afternoon in the sunshine.
Mostly in the sunshine, not ourselves here.
No, not ourselves. I haven't had to put my coat
It's
on
not
yet.
been bad though yet.
Final 5 minutes. Can Sunderland find that goal which has eluded them all afternoon? They've hit the woodwork on a couple of occasions. They've come close on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, we've still got 2 subs left to make, have we? Just thinking.
Yeah, I think we've only made
Hemier, Mason Burstow on there, last
3.
5 minutes or so. Gonna try and get a winner.
Sunderland throw. Final 4 minutes. I'll give you the scores as well from around the doors in the post-game programme.
Just feels like it needs somebody to take the game by the scruff of the neck now, don't they? Jack Clark's had moments in the game, hasn't he? Second half, a little bit of frustration as well.
Are you surprised to see him looking like playing the full 90
yeah,
here?
possibly, yeah. As I say, he come on last week, didn't he? Had a bit of a run out and he's been out for a while. But naturally, he's a fit lad, isn't he? Anyway, you know, he generally gets up and down for 90 minutes. It's a handball.
Here's Roberts. Williams. Hayden Roberts. Pring. Williams. It's a terrible ball forward.
Yeah, a lot of fans leaving. Seen enough. Only a few minutes left on the clock. Don't feel there's a winner in it. Trying to avoid the traffic.
Yeah, it has a bit of that atmosphere about it.
Oh, he's onside. The left back's playing him on. Oy. There's too much on it there. Yeah, he's got his arm up down below his pring, but we're looking right down the line of that. It looked like he was onside there, Jack Clark.
Myself and Danny will back down pitch side in a few minutes' time with the post-game programme. Tell us what your thoughts are on today's game, and tell us where you're watching as well on International Fans Day. Use the hashtag AskDanny. Ekwa competing for the ball. Oh, a little bit of after there between Williams and Ekwa.
Yeah, I think he just feels that Pierre Ekwa left a leg up for him and pushes him away. A little bit of frustration, I think. It's just a scruffy. See coming together between the two of them here now, look. And as he goes down, yeah, you know, Pierre puts his boot up into him a little bit.
What's the referee going to do here? Because Joe was just pulled down by Williams, and I think Williams might be in trouble here.
Yeah, he just needs to calm down a little bit, doesn't he? Pierre Ekwa and Harry Cormack having a little
Harry James as well.
Go as well.
Well, the final few minutes of the game is going to fizzle out.
He's had a few words with a few players. Don't think he brought the yellow card out there, did he?
Nope.
No.
Cornick. Brings in McCory. 4 minutes added on here at the Stadium of Light. McCory with the cross, comes all the way through. Possible chance for Bristol City. Charge down.
Yeah, strike from Williams wasn't great, was it? And then see Trey Hume
Takes one in the back.
the second effort. Yeah, gets good blocking.
Conway, was it, with the
It was,
second? Trey Hume taking one for the team there.
Just see him there holding his back, feeling it.
Hume comes across, he's going to have to deal with it now. Gets the throw. 3 minutes left of added time.
Just don't think he had a save to make second half. Anthony Patterson, he had one. Lost about free kick, wasn't it? But it got headed back. Wasn't a clean strike on it. Other than that, it's been very quiet. But O'Leary as well hasn't had too many to make either. One off the woodwork, wasn't there? See there, a few have had enough. They're on their way.
Now from Ballard. 2 minutes of the added time, suggested added time still remaining, but this game has well and truly fizzled out in the last 10 minutes or so, hasn't it, Danny?
God, been tough second half, yeah. And as I said it early on, didn't it? You know, it feels like almost like it's the last game of the season. It's 12th against 13th. Well, we'll just see it out. Go to the airport later on. We're getting away on holiday. I hate that, you know, to say that, but that's what it feels like. You know, after last week and even first half, I thought we were much better. But second half, it's really died off. So disappointed in Bristol City, sorry, to be honest, as well. After they've had a couple of good results, I thought they'd have offered a lot more than what they showed this afternoon. Played with themselves.
Sunderland have been the better side overall, Danny, would you say?
Yeah, no, yeah, of course they have, yeah, and you know, deserve perhaps to win it. On the, certainly going off first half, and But yeah, you know, you've got to take your chances when they're there for you. And he said we had, wasn't just one opportunity, was it? We had several in that first half.
Now from Ballard, Corey's cross has stopped. Jack Clark thought he was away there, but the free kick's been given against him for pulling him back. George Tanner.
Yeah, late opportunity for Bristol City to try and steal all 3 points here. Viner makes his way forward.
Pretty much everyone forward now for Bristol City. They feel they can nick it with what would be the last passage of play in the game.
That's that, yeah.
And that's an end to a frustrating second half.
Yeah, it was, yeah, it was, yeah. A few gentle boos as well, but and a few round of applause, has to be said. But yeah, overall, it was a tough watch. First half was better, but second half, yeah, just didn't get going at all. Just no tempo to the game.